Good morning, everybody. It's Debbie with the Pickin Coop Farmstead. This is my last tray of seedlings. I have lots of beautiful, beautiful onions, so keep your fingers crossed for me and a prayer to the big Lord up above that this year I actually get onions out of this. I am not very good at onion growing or carrot or parsnip growing, so if you have any tips, please pop them in the comments. And then I've got a few more. There's a cauliflower, 3 broccolis that need to go in. So that's what we're going to do today, and then we're going to water our seedlings and see if anything's sprouting. I did take a quick peek because I couldn't stand it, but it looks like my carrots are kind of popping up. Woohoo! Okay, I think I found a home for my last few cauliflower and a couple of broccoli, so I'm going to put it right in here. But first I need to clean this out, trim up these squash. It's so hard for me to get rid of something that's blooming and thriving. So I'm going to leave those in. Hopefully with the blooms they will produce some squash. But I'm going to trim up the leaves and then rake back this stuff, the mulch, the pine mulch, and see how that comes out. So I got my trimmers, I got my gloves, just because these squash are very prickly and my skin does not like them. Aha, there is a couple baby zucchinis in here. Oh my goodness, I gotta show you this. I call these chicken cucumbers. Look at them. Try to save seeds from that too. And let's see, we're gonna cut off all these leaves. There's a lot of new ones coming off the top. You don't want them to shadow our broccolis. So as long as they're still producing, I just can't get rid of them. They just... Now this is a Queen Anne's lace. Does she have hairy legs? I don't know. That's how you tell from the other ones. So we're going to put that one right there. Then I'm going to get on this side of you. Pull these weeds out. Don't want any weeds in here to choke out our new seedlings. So I'm going to cut that one. Getting a serious haircut. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing here. There we go. And then we've got this darn Vinca minor or whatever it's called. That stuff is everywhere. I just keep ripping it out, ripping it out. Alright, so we're going to push back my pine straw. Let's get that out of the way. Ooh, here's a nice little wormy doing his job. We'll put him out of the way. We've got a bunch of baby cucumbers here, but they're in the way, so they have to go. And we're going to cut this guy back. And we're going to get these guys out of the way. These pine straw is already breaking down, which I'm pretty excited about that. Oh, I see a hole down in this bed. That is not good. That's probably from a squirrel, I'm gonna guess. Got rid of the gopher problem, but now the squirrels are invading. Not too bad though. I put some my squirrelinator out and I didn't catch anything, but I bought this parrot food from Tractor Supply because I heard that it was a good bait for the squirrels, and I didn't catch a one. Last time I used cat food and I caught a whole bunch. There we go. We're gonna get this nice and cleaned up. There we are. Okay, we got all that trimmed and out of there. So now, I think I'm going to trim up this. There we go. Trim up my zinnia on the side there. Just to get that out of the way too. I don't want anything shadowing this. Okay, so there's that. Now, get our handy little hand rake, whatever you want to call it. As you can see, I am not a tool aficionado. I just know what I like to use and I use it. I guess would behoove me in case people want to go buy something like this. Learn the names of these things. All right, so this looks pretty good. Got some rotted wood in here. I hope that's not my beds. These beds I've had for a couple years now, these log ones. I only had 2 of these. My nephew and I made these out of this old lodge pole that the hubby brought home. And they worked great. They're heavier than heavy though. But we moved them. They were up here. And we had to put the wire on the bottom of these as well. And way. But boy, when we moved them, we had to kind of take them apart a little bit. They were just, we stacked, there was 2 of them, and we stacked both of them on top of each other. Oh, darn it. My plants. I'm trying to kill them before I ever get them in the ground. Okay, I get engrossed in what I'm doing if you haven't noticed. All right, now we need our little shovel, trowel, whatever you want to call it, little metal shovel. I've got 4 plants, so I'm going to space them out. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. I guess I better move out of the way here. Let's go over here a little bit. There we go. And I'm going to zigzag these like I did the others, just because all of these have a tendency to get quite large. This dirt looks pretty good. This end of the garden, I had really well amended soil. Then, of course, like I said, we had to tear into my no-till beds. And I just broke my heart because I spent a lot of time and energy getting the soil right where I wanted it. But it is what it is. It's like I had zero gopher pressure this year, so it sounds like I'm complaining, but I'm truly not. And I was just kind of sad about it, is all. Okay, so here we go. This little guy is a cauliflower. I only got, I think, 4 or 5 of these maybe. Okay, so we're going to loosen the roots, nestle him down in there, cover him up. Boom, just like that. And this guy is a broccoli day, I don't know, I put CIC, whatever that is. I just want to see case I have some favorite varieties. You got the bad thing about these little plant stakes is you don't have much room to write your varieties on, so you have to kind of abbreviate. All right, there's the broccoli de cease, we'll call it. And I think that's what the rest of these guys are. Yep. So, uh-oh, I think this little cup gave up the ghost. Once they get like that, I just toss them. Break up your roots. Put her down in there. Oh, they'll be so glad. Have a nice place to grow. They're so root bound. And this is the same thing. The broccoli de cease, whatever they are. All right. So these guys are happily in their new homes. That's all there is to that. I'll put this one on the bottom just because. And if you notice, I go to the Dollar Tree and I think you get 3 or 4 of these in a packet. Or the bigger ones, I think you get 2. And I've used these. This is my 3rd year now, my 3rd spring and fall. Then I also get these cheap cookie sheets, also at the Dollar Tree, or I pick them up at yard sales. And I put these, they fit perfectly on there. And in case these get holes, which they do easily, I found that out the first time I tried using these things. I had water all over my kitchen counter. So you can really do things on the cheap. I think Costco even has big stacks of these. The restaurant store, what is it called now? The chef store. So use what you have. I had an old roasting pan. Look for old roasting pans too. I had an old one, and it was back in the days when I used to use coated pans. And the coating came off, and I was getting ready to toss it, and I said, well, that's kind of dumb. I could put, this was good size. It was bigger than this. And I could use that to put my plants in. Someday, when I start making money from all of this, I am going to, I'm going to invest in Bootstrap Farmers make some beautiful, beautiful trays. And they're really not that expensive, but I want to get a bunch at one time. And they make really good planters, pots, seedling pots, and all of that. So I want to get that stuff, and that will last me for years. So, but for right now, this is what I'm doing. So you gotta use what you have and start where you are. That's kind of my motto. So the least expensive you can do something, the better. All right, so now I'm over here where my pre-existing onions are. And I think what I'm going to do, I was just going to poke a hole, but I think what I want to do is I am going to rake this out a little bit, get it a little more even. Come on, little fella. All right. There we go. Some of our other onions. Got to be careful of the ones that did survive. They sure didn't get very big, but I think it had to do with the squash overshadowing them. So I think I need to plant these 2 to 3 inches apart. And so I think what I'm going to do though is I'm going to, I don't know what in the pre-existing beds, I'm going to throw some onions in there. I don't really know what kind they are, but I guess we can tell when we look at them. So you're going to loosen your cup, and then you have to gently tease them apart. Like, here's one, and stuff them down into the ground, all their little roots. And I can't really wear gloves for this just because they're so delicate. I don't want to tear them up. And just put those roots right down in that hole. Okay, that takes care of those two. I think we're too close to the edge right here. You can see me there. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a row right like this. A little ditch for them, if you will. I thought I could make 2 rows, but I don't think I better. There we go. And what I'll do is, these are my red torpedo onions. They are my favorite onions in the whole wide world. My granddad used to cook with those. I don't know that he grew them. I don't ever remember them really having a garden. All right, so we're just gonna kind of lay these. I don't know if you can see, it's kind of far away there. A couple inches apart. And I'm just kind of pulling them gently. Oh, smells like onions. From the outside. I've got so many. I'm just hoping. The bad part about these little guys is the birds love to pull these out. So maybe I'll put up my little disc trick with the rope. Maybe that'll work with this. I don't know. It worked from the strawberries. It just didn't obviously help with the slugs. Slugs aren't scared of shiny things. Gosh, I've got so many onions. Maybe I can offset them like I did my other plants. Let's give that a whirl. Maybe. I don't know. I'm just... Let's give it a try. Why not? Let's just we'll put these, or the other ones, in the middle of these ones. It's amazing how resilient plants are. You can just mess with them and mess with them and just keep messing with them and they'll grow. I think the worst thing you have to contend with are the bugs and the critters. And I don't really like to use insecticides that much, unless it's natural, like diatomaceous earth. But then you have the whole problem of bees, you know. You don't want to kill the bees. All right, so this one here, I'm gonna put, let's see what I got. Put one right in there, one right in there, kind of close together, but we'll see how that works out. Now, when you're building your beds, you always want to make them, depends on how long your arms are, but halfway from your armpit to the tip of your fingers, so you can go down your rows and you can weed and do what's necessary. I'm probably going to regret this, but we're putting another row right here. Alright, so I'm going to speed this up because you guys don't want to sit there for 5 hours and watch me plant 5 million onions, so I am going to stop it. Alright, I got all my little onions done. When I get totally done, I'm going to string across my little CD thing. I'll have to go back in the house and grab those real quick. I don't think I brought them out. I didn't think about it till I was planting them. And then I'm going to go along and show you progress on what we've planted by seed. Here's some cabbages that we planted the other day that are doing really well. They had a couple of funky leaves on them, as you can see right there. I tore those off, but other than that, they look like they're super happy. They're growing. They've got new growth on them already. Here is my other bed. This is being a brat. It won't turn around. But anyways, all of my little cabbages and sprouts, and there's that one Chinese cabbage right down in there that doesn't look like it's going to make it. But that's okay. We're going to water it anyways. Oh, Stitchy! Get out of there! Oh my goodness. Stitchy's in here and he broke some stuff. Darn cats. They haven't tried to get in my beds all year long, and now they're being little brats. Kohlrabis. One looks a little droopy right down there. These are the ones that I just planted. We'll water them in real good. Okay, looky here, guys. This is the part I wanted to show you. These are my little carrots. I'm super excited. Lots of germination. So I have some out of every kind. I've got the Oxheart, I've got the Denver, and I've got the Royal, whatever they are. Starts with a S, Shiraz, something like that. So yeah, I'm excited. We've got carrots germinating. Now look how big my garlics are. They're doing good. Gotta love that. I gotta plant some more. I gotta find a spot for them though. Oh no, Stitchy got into my other stuff. Look, see all these prints? Stitchy got into my rutabaga bed. Darn it, darn it. I got something growing here. I need to get that out of there. Little stink pot. So we've got the rutabagas. Nothing coming up yet. And then we've got the Shiraz. Oh, the Shiraz was the beets. Now I've got something coming up here, but I have a feeling this, look at all this. That's cilantro, which is lovely. I'll take it. There's more over here. Nothing in the beet family, so we need to water this in real good too. So I stole this out of my strawberry bed, and I have another one. I'm going to crisscross here. I'll do that tomorrow. I'm running out of time. My bird deterrent. We'll see how well that works out. They love onions for some weird reason. Then tomorrow I'll probably have about 4 or 5 crooknecks that I can harvest, and some tomatoes, possibly even some tomatillos. So we'll see how that works out. And that's it. That's all I have for you today. Look at that big, beautiful sky. Isn't that amazing? Woohoo! Garden hands, filthy, dirty. That's my story. All right, I hope the sun is shining where you are. I hope you guys are all safe from all the hurricanes and tornadoes that are going on right now. I've been praying for all of you. And I hope everybody is safe, happy, and healthy. And I hope that you all are kind to one another. All right. Well, until next time, thank you and God bless you all. Bye-bye.